Hi, it's Tracy here from The Passionate Spinner. I wanted to come on and do another one of my tiny videos because I have finished some more socks, and I really did. I have never, not never, no, that's wrong. I haven't knit that many socks in the last few years. I was a crazy sock knitter about 10 years ago where I knit like between 30 and 40 pairs a year. But then I just fell out of love, not out of love with it, but I wanted to knit other things. And I got really into making sweaters. And this year I'm back into sock knitting, I guess. And it feels really good. And I did a video a few days ago, actually. It's not a few weeks, it's been a few days. I'm not sure how many days, but somewhere around a week, where I showed my recent finished socks and some started socks. And I finished 3 of those started pairs and I knit another one. So I'm here to show you what I made. I have all of them on sock blockers already because I'm prepared. And I made 4 pairs. And these are my 4 pairs that I have finished. I'm gonna go in order of finishing. So the first pair is on my old sock blockers that I used to use all the time. And it's this pair here. The yarn is in another Crafty Girl in the hideous Sippleback colorway. And they are for me. They are a German size 38. I knit them over 64 stitches, top down on US 2 DPNs with a traditional slip stitch heel, flap and gusset, which is what I always do. So I'm not going to repeat that over and over because it's always the same. So yeah, these are my first finished pair for this round. I love them. I love this yarn. It's one of those pearly plied yarns and they are just very squishy. They are super pretty. And also these sock blockers are very narrow because I'm a very tight knitter and these socks are not that big, you know. But yeah, they are with a normal leg length. I usually do the leg like this. It's somewhere between 7 inches probably, so about 18 centimeters. And yeah, what I really like about this sock is this is the first sock, and when I had finished and cast on the second, right away it did this in the shaft, but only in the leg, you know. For the foot it spiraled again. So yeah, I like it when that happens. I usually have a spiral or, you know, micro striping or whatever, and I really love it when a sock gives me something crazy, but it usually doesn't happen for me. So yeah, first pair done. Really nice socks. Then the next pair I finished, I had barely started last time, and it is this pair. This is commercial sock yarn. The green is an opal yarn that I received in a club a long time ago, and the gray is Dropsfabel. And I used both of these for recent projects. The green I used for my green whatever sweater, and the gray is left over from the Christmas socks that I made for my son. So as I didn't know how much yarn I had of the green, which I wanted to use for the main color, I decided to go with a shorter leg. That's why they fit on these smaller sock blockers. I have a fly in here. It drives me crazy. Go away, fly. So I made the leg shorter to not run out of yarn in the end, and I do have a lot left. So I could have made these just like normal socks, but I do like a shorter leg every now and then, so it's not a big problem. Again, this is a size 38, although the blocker says 40, because these are my new sock blockers that I bought from Butinette. And you know, the shape of them is great, but they have 2 faults, or 1 big fault. They are too short in every direction. So I have to use a bigger blocker than the actual sock is. Otherwise it will just, you know, be way too long in the front. And the leg is super short as well. So when I put my normal socks on, they extend about that much at the top. So that is a problem. That's not a real problem, you know. It's just complaining at a very high level here. But the actual foot length, I think, is a bit of a problem because I'm an experienced sock knitter. You know, I've knit lots of pairs of socks in my life. And I know that this is the perfect size for my foot, which is a size 38. And when I put them on these 38 blocker, which you can see in the next pair, they just don't fit. So if you are a new sock knitter and you use these as your guide for size, the socks you knit will be a bit too small. They will still fit your foot because it stretches, but in the end they will not last as long because they're just stretched out all the time. So yeah, second pair done, like I always knit my socks. And then I'm gonna go with the third pair for myself. I finished these yesterday and wove in the ends today. This is another pair that I had started last time. The yarn is from Canon Hand Dyes, and I'm not sure if they still exist. I got this as a Ravelry D-stash. It's the Leo base, which is an MCS. It has 75% merino, 15% cashmere, and 10% silk. And this is the softest sock yarn ever. It's really nice. I mean, almost too nice for socks, but I wanted to have this as socks. So I made socks for myself. And they are also my size. And they are, you know, this is just, they're a bit too long for the sock blocker that is in my size. Again, because this is so soft, I decided to go with a shorter leg because I'm not sure how well it will stay up on my leg. And I'm pretty sure that these will be more of a, after I had a bath and I'm going to sit in my reading room to knit or read socks. So, but they are really pretty. And here you can see what I mean when I say micro striping, because this is what I usually get when I knit variegated sock yarn. That is just what happens. So yeah, another pair for myself done. I like knitting socks for myself because I know I wear them and I know I appreciate them. And another one who really is appreciating his hand knit socks is Tim. I made him the blue stripy pair that I showed in my last sock video, and he has been wearing these all the time. So he asked for another pair, and I said to him, do you have any color preferences so I can pick stuff out and you can choose what you like best? And he was like, yeah, I want red and green. I was like, red and green. Okay, that's a combination I don't think I ever will find in this stash. And then I did. This is yarn that I dyed myself with Easter egg dyes a long time ago, like 12 years ago. And that's the only red and green yarn I had. So I'm lucky that he liked it. And I used it to make socks for him. They are, again, smaller. It's a size 28, 29, not 30, 31. They fit him right now because he has gigantic feet, because he is very tall. And so yeah, this is, like I said, yarn that I dyed myself. These were knit over 52 stitches. Everything else stays the same. And I think they turned out really cute. I took pictures with tomatoes next to it because I called this colorway tomatoes, because I think it just looks like a tomato, except for the white. That was where I bound the skein so it wouldn't, you know, become a tangled mess. And I actually don't mind these white bits because they're so even distributed everywhere that it just looks intentional. So yeah, that is my hand dyed yarn, and I do not enjoy dyeing at all. So the yarn that I have dyed in the past is the only hand dyed of me that will ever exist, because that's just not my style. I don't like it. I just don't enjoy this. There's so many wonderful people out there who enjoy it and sell their stuff that I don't have to make myself do it. So yeah, that's the fourth pair of socks that I have done since last we spoke. And I'm just really happy with these, you know. I'm happy that I'm back into a sock knitting routine where I just enjoy knitting socks. On the other hand, I haven't knit anything else. I have not started my third whatever sweater. I have not worked on my dress. I haven't started any other thing. But yeah, it's all about socks. I have prepared another pair of leftovers. Oh, here it is. I'm going to show you what I want to cast on now. So I have one pair of plain vanillas left on the needles. And it's this pair here. And I have not gotten further than this. It's Diabolical yarn. And it's really nice. but it was downstairs here, and I don't usually knit all that much in here. And I have prepared some leftovers that I will use together. So I've wound these into 2 skeins each, so I can knit the socks concurrently. Is that a word? 2 at a time, but not 2 at a time on one needle. This is a leftover from my first whatever sweater, and this is leftover from the first pair of socks I knit for myself this year. So I'm gonna use these together to knit some sneaker socks for myself because I don't have enough for long socks. And I just like the colors together. So that's the next one I will cast on, and then we will see how my sock knitting mojo behaves. Will it stay? Will it go? Nobody knows. But I'm just happy. Can I show it to you again? Because I'm so happy. Here they are, my new socks. Sock knitting has always been the thing I enjoyed most because it's the one thing I wear most, you know. I wear hand knit socks almost every day, unless of course it's super hot. But yeah, here they are. My husband loves his hand knit socks. My son loves his hand knit socks. They're a great gift. I'm a sock knitter. What else can I say? So I will go. I hope you all have a wonderful time. And I'm not sure if there will be part 3 of my sock knitting video, but I think there will be. Okay, until then, bye.